Hey everyone's JackelWolf back in Skyfactory 4 with another 5 minutes. That's how I did it. Now, if you've been following along, you know that we are working our way through the advancement book. Last episode, we did the lead Zeppelin and it's electric that was crafting the lead sapling and the redstone sapling. This episode, we're going to work on the acquiring a blue sapling. I don't know. As well, we're going to need a slime block, which is I've been slimed. And then if we got a little bit of time, we're going to go off and do the Hogtied. That is because they are all going to use the same sort of initial block here. So to start, we're first going to need to get ourselves some red wool. Now, to make wool, we're simply going to need 4 pieces of string in a crafting table, gets us that piece of white wool. As well, we're going to need a form of red dye. Last episode, we were using bone meal on grass to get us flowers. And there you go. We've got one left over poppy, and we're going to come back over here. We're going to go flip that into the crafting table and make ourselves some rose red dye. We're going to take that rose red dye and that piece of white wool and get ourselves that piece of red wool. Now, next up, we're going to use that piece of red wool in a crafting table with 2 wood planks and 5 wood blocks. That gets us something called a market. Now, a market is a little thing, and that advancement is this little piggy. So there is a third advancement here that I wasn't expecting, but So to use the market, simply you place it in your world and then you just wait. And there you go. We got Thanos. Thanos is our marketeer. That is awesome. Actually, there are some really good names for these markets. But anyways, we're gonna right click on that market, and you can see we can now buy seeds from this market if we have the right resource to pay for it. So we're gonna first look for some cow seeds. Now, cow seed is a 16 raw corn. We do not have corn seeds in our world yet. We could go and plant some more bone meal and break some more grass to get that. But we can also buy the corn seeds right here. They're going to take 8 wheat. So what we want to do is we want to go in our world and plant some wheat, because I got lucky when I was breaking the grass seeds over there. I did pick up some wheat. I also picked up some like lettuce, some melon, some potatoes, some pumpkin, some beets. So breaking the grass is a good way of getting seeds. It's just very random when you want something very specific. So what we're going to do is we're going to come over here. I'm going to plant this seed on some fertile soil. Now, fertile soil is that piece of dirt and a piece of bone meal. The real cool thing about the fertile soil is you do not need to hoe this. So if I break that block and then just replace it, you can see it matches exactly. And there's the seeds right there, and I can plant right on it without using a hoe, and that is perfect. But this is a slow process. Now, to help speed this up, we're going to make ourselves a watering can. Now, to make a watering can, it is simply 4 pieces of iron in a crafting table with a water bucket and with a piece of bone meal or a white dye or something else. Bone meal is so easy to get in the world that that's the one we're going to go with here. That gets us our watering can. As you can see, it used to water things, waters a 3x3 area. Shift right click to activate. So we're going to come up here. We're going to land just on our thing. We're going to go shift, right click, and you can see it's now growing. And this is going to automatically grow anything in this 3x3 area where I am pointing. We can auto harvest with the right click, and then we're going to go take those seeds. Now, by switching there, I've turned it off, and it's not automatically doing this. I can manually do this by just pressing the right click button, but the shift right click, especially when we're doing large areas, is definitely the way to go, and we'll go harvest those 2 here. Now, this is going to take a little bit of a process, so I'm going to either cut here or we're going to do a little bit of a speed run, and we'll be right back. Okay guys, so we have 32 wheat, which is good. That's going to buy us a couple of corn seeds. So we're just going to click over here. We're going to put that wheat in the little market menu. We're going to go corn, and there we go. We can now buy we got 4 corn seeds, which is good. That's going to get us on a good start. Now, it is a little bit difficult to tell from the top, but corn seeds will not plant into the fertile soil. You have to use the regular soil here. So I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going to take our watering can, shift right click, and then we're just going to start watering these guys up, just like we did with the wheat here. So we're going to go click, right click, click, and then click, And we're just going to go and we're going to do another little speed run here because we're going to need quite a bit of this corn. So I will be back in one moment. Okay guys, so that is 32 corn. Now, you might be saying, hey Jackal, it was only 16 corn to buy the cow. That is true, but we also want to buy a pig, and that's for the that last quest there. So we're going to go cow, click on that, 16 raw corn gets us 1 cow seed. And also we're going to go and grab a pig while we are at it. So a pig seed is 16 raw corn, gets us that pig seed. We're going to place that into our inventory. Now, you cannot plant these seeds onto either fertile dirt or onto just regular dirt. They will only plant onto grass blocks. So we're going to plant the cow right there. Sorry, the pig right there. We'll plant the cow right there. And as you can see, it is just showing a little bit of a vine looking thing with a growth up top of 0. Like the wheat and the corn, we could leave these to grow and they will grow up. But if we use the watering can, we will get a lot faster growth here. You can see the pig and the cow are already growing up really, really good. I'm just going to sit here in the middle. I should go shift right click again, and it goes way, way quicker when you shift right click than just holding that button down. So these guys both look like they are up. So we're going to go and right click, and if you can see the cow, we did not... we ended up losing that plant. The pig, it looks like we actually got a second plant out of it. Sometimes that does happen. I'm actually going to break that because we don't really want them right here. Now, we've got 2 babies. We cannot collect milk from a baby. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut here. I'm going to get a bunch more wheat. I'm going to grow these guys up, and then once they're fully grown, we'll be right back. Okay guys, so I am back, and let's go and we're going to start leveling this guy up. He's going down really, really quickly. And now that I think about it, I may need actually carrots for the pig, but we'll get you down to about 20 seconds. Will you take wheat? No, you're not going to take any wheat. So really, realistically, what we want right now is this guy to level up. So we're just going to go and keep feeding him those wheat. We're down to just a couple of seconds. So he should be ready to go in 1, and there we go. We got a full cow. Let's right click on that. Now we've got our bucket of milk. We're going to place that bucket of milk in a cauldron. So we're going to come over here, and we're going to go and grab ourselves a lapis lazuli sapling. We're going to come back over here, and we're going to go and right click on that bucket. And you can see we have now got the blue slime sapling. So since I am over here, I'm going to go and right click that milk, put it back in here, because while the blue slime sapling, well, okay, I don't know why you're still open. While the blue slime sapling will go into a bonsai pot, it won't go into one with a regular piece of dirt. So if we just go quickly, use that, right click on it, hit the bonsai pot, you can see it needs the slimy grass or the slimy dirt block. So we're going to need to make ourselves a slimy blue block of dirt. So to start, we're going to need to grab 8 pieces of vines. And to make vines, it is simply a jungle sapling on a drying rack will get you a vine. We're going to go back over to the market. We're going to right click on this, and now we are going to need a cactus block. So the cactus is 8 vines. We've got 8 vines right there, and there's our 1 piece of cactus. We're going to come back over here, and we're going to right click on that bucket of milk, and we've now got some green slimy dirt. Now, green slimy dirt can go into the hopping bonsai, and then we're going to take that blue sapling and place it in there as well. And it is growing up, and it will give us slime balls, slime blocks, and then, you know, slimy leaves, and I think that's really about it. There are a few other things that it will drop as well. Actually, if we went, and we've already kind of lost it, slime sapling will get us a block of slime, some slimy leaves, a slime ball, and a blue slime sapling. But really, really quickly now, because I have already done it in a previous video, I'm not going to spend too much time on it. But one of the advancements for the day is going to be that Hogtied, which is to craft a cobblestone mud bucket to turn a pig into a resource hog. So to make the bucket of mud, it is simply a piece of dirt, a bucket of water, water, and then in this case we want to put a piece of cobblestone down there to make it a cobblestone bucket of mud. Now if we were to take this cobblestone bucket of mud and come over here, can we use it on a baby? We can. That's perfect. So we have now turned that baby pig into a resource hog. Now, the resource hog needs a actual piece of dirt. So let's come over here and rather than a piece of, 1 second here, let's put you down. We're going to break you and let's just jump. Okay, so that is a regular piece of dirt. We're going to click and right click him up there, and you can see he can now dig for truffles. As I said before, I'm not going to spend too much time on this. I have done a previous video on automating the resource hogs, so go and check that one out if you're interested in that. But it was one of the advancements, and we did need the market for it, so I figured this was the time to show it. But that is going to be it for this one, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. If you did, please think about leaving a like and a subscribe. You can follow me on Twitter at JackelWolf. Check out my links description below. There's a link to my Discord page. I would love if you guys stop by to say hi. As well, I've been streaming a modded Minecraft every Saturday night at about 8 o'clock Mountain Standard Time on Twitch. I would love if you guys stop by for that as well. But that is it. I will see you guys next time. Goodbye.